okay, when we did the integration, it really kind of didn't, it's not too bad. We got this over here. And then when I look at Sage's output for that, I kind of, kind of curious about this. And this is I would say if you wrote this down and a teacher were looking at that, you'd say, oh, you must have used software to get that. It just seems so strange, all right? Just like a teacher looking at, if you're using artificial intelligence, might recognize that the stuff that you're giving them was from an AI program and not from you. So what I want to do is I want to look at it and I want to work through it. And remember, we have some things to pay attention to. So I'm looking at the Sage output, and the first thing I see is I definitely see the half. Right? And what do I see over there? I see the log, and that's going to be the natural log, the absolute value, and that's going to be cosine squared plus sine squared, and I recognize that to be 1, right, immediately. And 1 plus 1 I recognize to be 2. So put 2 plus, and it's going to be 2 sine x. Okay, let me put how I just did. I just did this part over here. And then it's minus, I see another half, and I see the natural log, the absolute value, and let's see what I see over there. I see the same thing. I see 2 minus 2 sine x. Let me put, I mean the same thing. I see, the cosine squared, sine squared is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. All right, let's look at it. Let's keep moving through that. What do I see over here? Well, kind of complicated, isn't it? I'm going to factor out the half. And then I'm going to use the rules of logs now. It's going to be natural log. And that's going to be, let's see, 2 plus 2 sine x divide by 2 minus 2 sine of x. Again, so it's a constant integration, right? Put it over there. All right? Again, I'm still not seeing it, and I want to keep moving through it. And what do you see over there? Let's write this down. You see 1/2, the natural log. I'm going to be factoring a 2 out from that. So you can get, when I factor a 2, I'm just going to cancel it. You can get 1 plus sine x. And on the bottom, you get 1 minus sine x. Again, I factored out 2 and then I canceled it. Still not looking the same, is it? Let me keep moving through it. Natural log. And I'm going to multiply top and bottom by, let's see, I'm going to multiply by the bottom's conjugate. So I'm going to get this over here and get 1 plus sine. That's squared. Plus c. We'll take care of that later, by the way. And if you multiply the bottom by that, you'd get 1 minus sine squared. And let me just think about that. So again, I'm multiplying top and bottom by the bottom's conjugate. So it's 1 plus sine x. You get 1 minus the sine squared, which can be minus cosine squared. All right? Let me just check that again. You can't have to think, right? So, again, it would be 1 minus sine squared. I'm sorry, it would be cosine squared. I'm daydreaming here. Let me get my eraser out. Erase that. Okay? Kind of looking at that. And I guess I could rewrite it a little bit differently. I'm going to try to do that now. So 1/2, the natural log, the absolute value is going to be 1 plus sine x over cosine x, that whole thing squared, plus c. Well, I'm going to pull a 2 down now, and what do I get? I get natural log, absolute value, 1 plus sine x over cosine x plus c. Wow, I think I'm seeing it now. What am I seeing? The natural log, 1 over cosine secant x. Sine x over cosine x is going to be tangent x. So yes, it's an equivalent answer. But again, I think this one here is a more expected answer to get. All right? I don't know much about software development, and I'm wondering, how Sage went about getting that. If you're interested in software development, you can actually look at the code base on Sage and know what it's doing. All right? I don't know much about code, though. But But it does lead to the same answer, all right? Was it difficult to get through that? Of course it was. Do I know what they did to get that work? No. Here's the deal, though. When you're presenting work to a teacher, you want to make sure your work is readable. And again, I believe this work over here is readable over here. Thank you.